What's up, all you Comic-Con loving dudes and dudettes? ToyShiz here, and I got yet another rockin' Marvel Legends news video, this time bringing you everything that came about today as a result of New York Comic-Con. Good old Ryan Ting and Dwight Stahl making the rounds today on sci-fi.com and also Marvel.com, Marvel Live. They were doing like YouTube videos constantly all day, showing the latest and greatest of all the different, well, everything that's happening at New York Comic-Con, and that's pretty cool. But I know you're here for some news, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to take a look at all the reveals. We're going to give you all the haps. This is verbatim what they send via, let's say, a press release, right? There is no other information at the time. It's what it is. That's how it is. Speculate amongst yourselves. But unfortunately, yeah, that's the news that's presented, so that you can't say, oh, this might be available here. This is it for now, and until we know a better time and everything for these upcoming products, that is just the way it's going to be. So, I know you're probably thinking, hey, enough about all this technical jargon. Let's get into it. Let's find out all the new Marvel Legend reveals. So, let's start off with this morning, maybe kind of sort of yesterday or the day before. Someone came about. It's a Deadpool retro card exclusive. It's going to be a convention exclusive for all the international conventions. Specifically, as of right now, they're going to be only at MCM London and then also at the Paris Comic-Con, and those run the same dates. So that's where you can get the Deadpool in that time frame from now on. No word yet. They have no word to give just yet on whether the other conventions on the route, the other European conventions, will in fact have this Deadpool, but I'm sure we will know soon. So no word just yet. Those are the only two conventions that it will be available at. And then coming November 4th, this is the information presented. It will be available on Hasbro Pulse and possibly other retailers. Possibly other retailers such as maybe Amazon or Entertainment Earth, something like that. If you've been paying attention to how most of these exclusives are going, then you're going to kind of know, you'll be in the know of what to kind of look for. But as of right now, the two conventions, MCM and Paris, to get Deadpool, available coming up at the end of October for when these actual conventions happen, and then November 4th for the actual Hasbro Pulse release in the United States, yada yada. So we'll wait to see if at all any other retailers get this figure. And if you're wondering what my thoughts are on this Deadpool, that's another Deadpool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And speaking of Deadpools, another one of the announcements reveals today is the upcoming Strong Guy Build-A-Figure wave, which is slated for a fall 2020 release, $20. Most major retailers, not going to be exclusive wave, nothing like that. It's going to be the Deadpool blue and gold figure. We've gotten this figure before, a couple times. And if you see the next figure coming up, you're going to be saying, well, a lot of people are going to be selling their 2-packs on eBay and yada yada. But yeah, this is the blue and gold Deadpool. It's another repaint, yeah. And then also coming up within that Strong Guy Build-A-Figure wave, we will be getting a brand new 6-inch Sunspot figure. He's got that all black look, and then it comes with some particle effects, which, you know, have been reused a lot. I like the face sculpt, and I definitely like the colors on this guy. Interesting face sculpt overall. Not a lot of paint going on, but it is what it is. You know, I'm sure it's going to be a good addition to your teams on your shelf and everything else. But again, it's like, yeah, I just want some oomph. I want some oomph to this figure. It's a lot of reuse. Things like that. Nice collar. I'll give him the collar. It's a nice looking collar. But I just think that a lot of this is just a lot of reuse. And I hate to be so negative on it, but it is what it is. And speaking of which, the sound you're hearing is actually everyone running to eBay to sell their original Toy Biz 2-pack. And yes, we will be getting another 6-inch Warpath figure. This time he's got the big old shoulder pads to him. And he's got new shoulder pads. Yeah, that's right. And, and this is going to be part of the Deadpool wave, the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure wave, along with the previous blue and gold Deadpool. That's going to be fall 2020 as well. And this figure actually looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I'm actually excited for this upcoming Warpath. I think he looks pretty solid. Nice to get, let's say, an updated Warpath figure. So definitely one, I think, and one that everybody has been clamoring for, especially those that missed out on the first time. So that's a good thing. And then we have already seen this brand new Hulk, well, She-Hulk. I guess people are calling her Hulk. She's gonna be She-Hulk to me. She's like the all-new Hulk, we'll just say. However, this was revealed at this past year's SDCC, and we just didn't know where she kind of fit. They kind of hinted at it, but lo and behold, we're going to be getting, surprise, a brand new Fantastic Four Build-A-Figure wave, and it's to promote the Fantastic Four, bring it all back, promote them for, their eventual installment into the MCU, I'm totally sure, and then comic books and everything else. So it's invigorating the Fantastic Four, kind of bringing everybody together, going like, hey, remember the Fantastic Four? Let's do it. And it reuses all the Walgreens ones again, but this time around they do have new costumes, new heads, new powers. So for the most part, it's just the bodies that are being reused. But I'm being honest, it's the name of the game here, people. It's just reuse. So either you're going to be cool with that or you're not. But you can all agree that most of these figures look pretty dang great. So that's the one plus. But speaking of She-Hulk, yes, she's going to come with some extra hands, and she's going to be part of this Fantastic Four wave, which is pretty fantastic, I should say. It's nice to have Fantastic Four back on the shelf. We're also going to be getting Dr. Doom. Again, Dr. Doom was revealed at SCCC, and now we know he comes slated in this wave. Extra hands, extra head portraits, a weapon. That's, all in all, that looks like a great Doom. I hope that this Doom really does come out. I got a lot of Dooms, but this does look like a great Dr. Doom so far. And then, of course, like I just previously mentioned, we're going to be getting new Fantastic Four team. Whereas it's, again, repaints of the original Walgreens figures. However, they're in their new uniforms. They got some new powers. And Sue Storm is looking quite lovely. She's got a new head sculpt. A little bit of a new hairdo going on. It's a little bit altered. And then a force power, kind of like one of those bubbles that she can kind of project and reflect bullets or whatnot. But yeah, she's okay. It's just that the Fantastic Four in these costumes is not really my favorite. I'm a big classic Fantastic Four, the old costumes, and the Walgreens one absolutely perfected it. But if you are into the new comic book look, then these are definitely going to be right up your alley, and they have not announced the Build-A-Figure yet. So I'm probably going to be getting them to get the Build-A-Figure, obviously. I'm just complaining because I like to hear the sound of my own voice, apparently. No one else does that. Also on the team, of course, is Johnny Storm, Sue's brother, and he's going to come with a bunch of interchangeable fire effects, extra hands, parts, and they made it kind of clear that, they wanted to be able to swip and swap pieces at your leisure and kind of build up the Human Torch. So that's good to know. I'm glad, just fill the box with all kinds of fire effects and maybe an extra head, a flame on head, something like that. Or you can use the Walgreens one, who knows. But yeah, I'm glad if you fill the box with accessories, that always makes it for a better repurposed, reused figure. And one that a lot of people seem to miss at Walgreens, so it's good that they're kind of bringing him back around again in some form or another, is the Thing. He's got a new head sculpt to him. It looks like he's got a little bit of a brighter orange paint job than the last one. Maybe kind of sort of, maybe with the photographs, who knows. But he's sporting a new pair of trunks. No word yet if he comes with extra hands and such, but I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, the Walgreens one did. Why not, And hey, wait a minute, is that John Krasinski? I've always said I wanted to get more Office action figures. No, that's Mr. Fantastic. He's sporting a brand new beard. I didn't know that Mr. Fantastic is all beardoed out in the new Fantastic Four. I mean, he used to have the beard like years and years ago, and then they bring it back, and then they get rid of it, and whatever else. But hey, you know what? This is kind of like a new head sculpt. I wouldn't mind putting this head sculpt on my Walgreens Mr. Fantastic, that's for sure. He's going to come with little bendy, outstretched finger kind of things. I'm going to be honest with you, that doesn't look the best. It looks kind of off to me. I'm going to have to see it up close and kind of play with it to see if I really like it or not. But I imagine you get some funny pictures out of it, like little little outstretched little Mr. Fantastic figures. I don't know. But hey, you know what? He does look pretty good. And again, it's a repainted costume to match the new comic books. And we don't know the Build-A-Figure for this wave yet. I'm looking forward to a Dragon Man. That'd be like a large Dragon Man, like stupid large kind of Dragon Man. But these will actually be out in January 2020, possibly even December of this year. And hopefully, if you are listening to this now and you're at New York Comic Con this weekend, you might want to stop by the Hasbro booth, which is located off-site. It's not actually in the actual convention center. Just look at one of the manuals. You'll find it. But they are giving away a Fantastic Four Marvel Legends t-shirt with all the new action figures on there. So definitely go to that booth and tell them ToyShiz says hello. Now, this was really a great reveal today, I gotta say. This Stan Lee figure that was promised to us like last year, that was on the back of a box, and then some unfortunateness happened with the person that deals with his money, and poor Mr. Lee, he passed away. not too long ago, and they're bringing it back. This is the Stan Lee action figure for Marvel Legends. He's decked out in his Avengers 1 digs, and he comes with a little chessboard, and best of all, it's a Captain America shield with Stan Lee's own signature on it. So I think that's a classy move there, Marvel Legends. I think he looks great. And the best part of all is that he was available and is still available on Target.com right now if you want to go ahead and pre-order it, but it does not come out until June 2020. So just an FYI, you can pre-order it now, but it won't be coming out anytime soon. So you got plenty of money to save up. Just pre-order it, then wait till June, and then pay your credit card bills. That's what you got to do. But I think he looks great, and that's a lovely little nod to Stan Lee. Well done, Hasbro. Well done. So that's going to do it for my wrap up of the news part of New York Comic Con 2019 for the Marvel Legends reveals. Just FYI, we got a couple more days left of the convention, so there might be still some reveals still happening, but today was the big day, and then subsequently there will be more reveals at some international conventions coming up later around October up until November, so get excited. Let me know what you guys think about all these upcoming figures. Which is your favorite? Which are the must-haves? Comment below, let me know. Let's talk all things Marvel Legends New York Comic Con 2019. I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, there's always going to be repaints in Marvel Legends, but hey, you know what? They're looking dang good, and that's for sure. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.